My name is Monica Carbone, and I am a Senior Executive Director with Pure Romance. Expectations can be good and bad. Honestly, this is my second retreat. So I knew that going forward, after having been on one, that I needed to dig a little bit deeper and push myself to grow more. And I knew that that would be possible from what I experienced on the first retreat that Denise had a few years ago. And I feel like I knew that it was possible to grow, but having said that I've been on a retreat before, I feel like this time it was so much easier to grow in that path because I needed to let myself be more vulnerable, and I trusted her. So for anyone who is thinking about going on something like this, a healing journey, I'm just putting this out there, it may take more than one time, and let yourself be vulnerable to doing that, because the first time you kind of have to test the waters, and I tested the waters. And so this time I got so much healing. And so for me now, I feel like it's going to be something that I'm going to incorporate in my life from here on out. And I do love working with Denise because she's so easy to talk to, number one, but everything that she says is from the heart, and she makes you really think back to why things are what they are. But she says it in a very gentle, loving way to where it nurtures your soul, and everything that needs to come out comes out. My favorite activity from this R.A.W retreat, there's been so many. Wow. Probably I loved just the way we had the little burger competition and the trivia, especially after having a very intense circle session where we talked about different things, and it kind of broke things down, and it brought a little more fun to what we were doing, and it did incorporate the fun. So that was probably it, but there were many. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. I am one of those people that I'm very passionate about my work, my family, my job. I've always done all those things to take care of others. However, if you think about it, even if you work out, you have a $60 gym membership a month. You do those kind of things, or you do painting with friends, or whatever it may be. Just going on a retreat like this is so beneficial on so many other levels that, you're going to keep learning and evolving, and it's going to help you in so many ways. I compare it to like my husband plays golf. Okay. It's an investment. The retreats like this are an investment. My husband plays golf, and it's usually, he spends $250 to $350 a month on golf. That's his outlet and his passion. For me, to go on a retreat like this once a year, it's pretty, it's very level with that. So you would have this to look forward to. You can get on a payment plan with her. She'll work with you, and I love that for people who can't pay it up all up front. But you're investing in yourself, and you meet all these new friends and develop all of these relationships that you wouldn't otherwise be able to even, remotely think about otherwise. You can't make these kind of friends online, not like you would in person. So I say this could be your thing that you look forward to once a year, that's just going to help you for the next year, and so on and so on. And treat yourself. If you don't treat yourself, who else is going to? You're leading by example. And if you have children, if you have a spouse, hey, you know what? You're showing that you're putting your wants, needs, and desires to be a better person for everybody, because it all starts with self. So you need to do that. And you're actually setting the precedent for the next generation to take care of self. My biggest takeaway was just being in an environment and letting myself be vulnerable to the core this time after having been on a previous retreat, but really letting myself be vulnerable and trusting that I could get down to the basics of where some of my issues lie with control and trying to help others ahead of myself and wanting to be so much for everyone else and always kind of putting myself last and being an overachiever and why. And so, we got down to the core root of that. And that was groundbreaking for me because I don't think I would have understood that had I not been here on this retreat. There was no way, because all of these, I said today, being in an environment like this with all of these ladies, it dawned on me that we had over close to 500 years of experience in one room. We heard stories from all of these different perspectives of what women had gone through. So it made you think. And it just dawned on me. When you add the ladies up on the retreat 10, we've got close to 500 years of experience. And even though we'll never live to be that old, of course, but that was a wealth of experience to listen to. And it helped me understand that, we're all battling something. But I don't think I would have gotten to the core of it had I not been in this environment with all of those years' experience and sharing and bringing things out to the surface to where you feel like, wow, it's not just me. Everybody has something. We're all dealing with things, and it's okay to heal. And this is your place where you can do just that. Oh gosh, working with Denise is just like, she just feels like the sister that I wish I had. I lost a sister, my younger sister, when she was only 36. And so I don't have a sister anymore. So Denise is kind of like, she's become like a sister again. She's the person I would share things with and know that they're going to be kept in confidence, and that it's okay to be open and vulnerable. And you just feel that warmth from her, that she could be that person, whatever it is you're searching for, that shoulder to cry on, that hug, and that it's very genuine. She makes you feel like you are wanted, loved, and accepted from the moment you meet her. She's just a bright ray of sunshine. And so these ladies here that are on the retreats, that's what's really neat, is you get to build these bonds. And if you've never had a sister or never experienced anything like that, what it would be like to have a sister, because a lot of people here they may not even have siblings. So immediately that bond is created, and you start to feel like you have this little sisterhood. And like I said, you kind of grow together, and then with the wisdom and all of the knowledge that everybody has, I added it up and I thought, we're sitting here in a room of, wow, it's a lot. It's a lot of experience, and everybody has something different, but a lot of us shared things we didn't even know we had in common. So